Hi, this is John at 8Asians at the Democratic National Convention here in Charlotte, North Carolina. We've got Jay Chen running for Congress. Hi, Jay. Could you tell us a little bit about the office that you're running for?
Sure. I'm running for Congress down in Southern California. It's the 39th Congressional District. It's where Orange County, Los Angeles County, and San Bernardino meet. It has some very Asian cities: Hacienda Heights, Roland, Walnut, Diamond Bar, Chino Hills, Fullerton, Buena Park, among others. So it's a very diverse district, 30% Asian, 30% Latino, and it's a district that I think could use some new leadership and someone who is from the community and can speak the languages there. So I'm running to represent the area and to bring some new leadership to Congress.
So tell me how you first got interested in public service.
Well, I ran for the school board 5 years ago, but my interest in politics, it was sparked longer ago. I always thought that we didn't have enough Asian Americans in politics, and a lot of people in my generation, our parents, they probably encouraged us to become doctors, lawyers, or engineers, and politics was never something that they really pushed this generation towards. But I just saw a lot of places where we had weaknesses. The Wen-Ho Lee incident, where a Taiwanese American was basically charged with espionage and based on racial profiling. This happened when I was in college. That was a very important moment when we realized that, okay, even if you go into academia or into science, you're still not that far removed from politics. So that showed that you really needed to have people up in Congress in decision-making positions who would be willing to fight for you and who would be willing to set things straight.
So the election is in I guess 60 days or so. What's the dynamic of your race, and can you tell me a little bit about your opponent?
Sure. Well, this race, it's really going to hinge upon turnout, getting the Asian vote and the Latino vote out, getting the moderates out, and of course the Democrats. I'm a Democrat, and we've already started with our campaign, sending out mailers. We've got a great volunteer program. About 200 students, young people, are out there walking and knocking on doors for us. And what's really gratifying about this race is how many young people have started to volunteer on this campaign, because I think they see in me the possibility that politics is something that they can participate in as well. And my hope is that some of these young individuals will eventually run for school board, run for city council, and be part of the pipeline of Asian American leadership that we really need. And the individual I'm running against, he's someone that I think really does not get the diversity of this district. His name is Ed Royce. He attended a Muslim, it was a very, people call it a hate rally. I mean, basically, if you watch some of the videos on TV, it was a Muslim fundraiser to alleviate homelessness, and people were chanting at these individuals, telling them to go home, calling them terrorists. He showed up at this rally and supported them, egged them on, and I think that's absolutely wrong. He's also supported English-only laws, wants all federal services to be English-only, takes a very hard-line stance against immigration, and also hasn't been good to students and to small businesses. So just across the board, I think his views do not align with the best interests of this congressional district, and my goal is to let people know that there is an alternative, and that we do need better and new leadership. And we need someone that can work with the president. I'm here at the convention. I was a delegate 4 years ago for President Obama, and I'm very proud to be here 4 years later, and really want to get this president elected. He's done some amazing things for the community. He has more than doubled the number of federal judges of Asian descent, and he has appointed 3 Asian Americans to his cabinet. So he's basically our first Asian American president. The things that he's done, and we need him to do more. But we also need to give him a Congress that will work for him and work with him. And that's what I'm trying to do by getting elected, so that we can have a Congress that is going to be willing to work for the people and not just try to obstruct everything the president's trying to do.
Being here at the DNC, what are some of the things that you've been doing, and have you met others running for office?
Yeah, I met a lot of people here running for office. There's Otto Lee, who's also from California, and he's running in the Central California area, a really great guy, also in the Navy. I'm in the Navy as well, so we share a similar background. And, we've met a lot of people like Chris Liu, some of the lions of the Asian American politics, like Mike Honda and Norman Netta. Judy Chu is also here. So it's a really great chance to connect and to meet so many different other Asian Americans who are committed to politics. And the big difference between now and 4 years ago, there's just a lot more of us, which is really gratifying to see. 4 years ago, you didn't see as many Asian American delegates or Asian American electeds coming out to events like these. But today, we went to a lot of events and the rooms were just packed, which is a really, really good sign. And it has to do with the trailblazing that was done by people like Secretary Norman Mineta and Mike Honda, and the advances made by President Obama. It has to be continued on by young people, by the next generation, by people like myself and our interns who are working on this campaign. It's nonstop and it has to absolutely continue.
Lastly, what would you say to get out more Asian Americans involved in politics and government?
Well, I would say that politics is absolutely essential. It is the ultimate form of empowerment. There are a lot of areas in which we need more representation. I think Jeremy Lin's done a great job for us in the NBA, but we can't all be basketball players. We also need people who are involved in politics as well, and also in the media. We need people who are going to be the face of America, who will make America look more like the diversity of America. So I think media and politics are two areas that Asian Americans should get involved in, because the media really informs us as to what is possible. If it wasn't for portrayals of presidents as African Americans in the movies, we would not have been primed to vote for an African American, a real African American to be our president, Barack Obama. And so, if we get more Asian Americans on the screen in un-Asian roles, just playing Americans, it will do a lot to change perceptions about us as a modern minority or as a group of individuals who should only pursue certain things like math or science or medicine. And so I really encourage all young people, to get involved in politics. Doesn't mean you have to run for office. It would be great if you did, but at the very least, you need to make voting a habit. You should not take that for granted, and you have to make it a habit. Go out to vote, even if it's just a local election. Your vote will matter, especially in this race where Asians are going to be the margin of victory in a lot of the swing states.
Thanks, Jay. Good luck with your race.
Thank you, John.